Okay. Welcome again. My name is Srini Vemala. I run these trainings, Databricks and AI and Gen AI trainings. Welcome to a great topic, which is a very important topic. Dr. Nikhil is Kiran's uh, nephew. Welcome, Nikhil. Awesome.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay. I'm glad you joined. Aryan, welcome from California. How are you, Aryan? Good to see you. Let me just. Aryan, welcome. You want to say hi to everyone? You're on mute.
Hi, how's it going?
Going good. Let's say super. Welcome back.
Hi, Srini. How are you?
Hi, Lakshmi. Welcome. Welcome. Super. We have more people joining. Super. Let's get into the topic, guys. We are from Quantum Race team. Quantum and AI is the future. But again, you don't need to jump into this. You can do what you are doing, but try to see how you can blend AI into what you are doing. That is important. Quantum has still time, so but don't worry. Uh, be more open to learn these things. These are very, very interesting stuff. Nature is your playground where you should really, really uh, play like a kid, but to learn these things. So today topic we are going to talk about Gen AI and Agentic AI Foundation. Everyone, I'm going to give you a lot of basics today and tomorrow. So it's a foundation. So foundation is very important. If foundation is weak, your building is weak. Manasa, welcome. Punima, I agree. If your foundation is weak, your whole building will be shaky. So it is so important your foundation is very, very strong. A lot of people skip foundation, want to get into building big things. So that doesn't work. So under quantum rays, we have one division called star bricks. So it's all about you, how we can become stars, how we can build intelligent agents. So that's why we become a star, but learn building AI agents that work. We should involve intelligent agents that work. That work means that does automation. That does automation. Welcome, Nasimara. Nasimara, you might have say, I want to say hi to everyone, Nasimara. Just quick, still
Hi
connected.
everyone. Morning, sir.
Excellent. Good to see you. You want to say hi to everyone?
Hello, hi. Good morning, everyone.
Very good. So, Nasimara, question to you. So, we've been in SAP or any systems, we've been already doing some work. It's a kind of automation, right? You do a reporting or share reporting. So, we are already doing some automation, correct?
That's correct. Yeah. Every year, right, or every few months, right? This automation things are,
Mm.
being increased, right, or new things are coming in. So yeah, you're right, sir. Actually, yeah.
Exactly. Though, so we are being doing automation. So AI is another level of automation. Please try to understand. Don't make it complicated. A lot of people, oh, AI is that. AI is going to shake the world. AI is going to collapse the world. AI is going to replace everything. Even if it replaces, it might take a lot of time. Don't worry. It won't replace. Then you may ask me, a lot of jobs are going. A lot of jobs are going because they hired so many people thinking that there will be a lot of things will be doing. So they are cutting the fat. They are cutting the fat. So that is the reason, during the COVID, a lot of companies hired uh, for left and right. Even they hired, even they don't have work. We'll see. I think things will come. Talent is very important. That's the reason. Now they thought, oh man, we don't need so many people. Also, AI can increase the efficiency. Instead of 10 people, I think 5 people can do it. Like that, they are cutting the fat. It is not that simply AI is replacing. Don't get into that. So then, what is AI? AI is there everywhere. Yes, trust me. Don't be in denial mode. AI is there everywhere. It is going to touch every field, every field. It is not that you leave your field and getting into AI. That is not the scenario. You're still doing what you're doing, but you need to, how I can put AI into my field? How, if we are in SAP, how I can put AI into my SAP? Jay, welcome. Akshit, welcome. You are doing some website building. How I can use AI and build better websites? If you're doing mobile applications, how I can do AI and build better mobile applications? If you're a data engineer, how I can do data engineering with AI? Or how I can augment AI into what I'm doing? So AI is another level of automation. Another level of automation. Okay, everyone, thumbs up if you understood that point. AI is another level of automation. Automation is already there. It's a next level of automation. Okay, so everywhere you will see that. So that's why adopt AI, use AI tools, and build AI applications. So, and become a star. So that is the theme. We are building a community called Star Bricks. So where they build AI applications. Super. So there are two things you might have been hearing: Gen AI and Agentic AI. You hear a lot of AI, but these two are very important: Gen AI and Agentic AI. Purima, you're hearing those words? Gen AI, Agentic AI, right? Super. Let's understand the basics. Gen AI. See, the word gen, it's a generative AI. I'll make you understand more details. You might, some of these topics you might know, but try to understand with open mind, fresh mind. Gen AI and LLM, you might have hearing LLM and small language models. So it's related to you're generating something, mostly information, graphics, videos you are generating, that type of things. So in Gen AI, there will be a people asking questions. ChatGPT is best example. You ask some question, it uses some brain. We'll talk about what is this brain, and give you the answers. Give you the answers. But it gives a better answers. Suppose in your company, you are putting this type of application. It should give more about your company related questions, company related answers. Sometimes this particular LLMs, they may not know a lot of things about your company. That's where they augment with your specific knowledge base, information about your company. They augment. So it's called the retrieval augmented generation. So there is a brain, general brain. So you ask a question and it combines your company context and give this question and this context to the brain, then it will give you the answer. That is generative AI. Then what is agentic AI? Quickly, what is agentic AI? Just an intro for all of you. Venkat Thotimpudi. Was it agentic AI? See, generative AI is generating information. It will give you information. But agentic AI is like an agent for you.
Yeah, it's working as like a agent, like a robot. Like so, it will do for.
It will do a task. You're right. Okay. A robo is a physical, but most of the time it can be software. It means it will go and do the task for you. It means book a reservation. Or can you get me some information about shipping? Can you generate a shipping label? It's generating it. Or can you write a story for me and create a PDF file? Can you send it to my customers? So it is doing tasks, not just giving you information. If you go to ChatGPT now, You're right, Venkat. If you go to ChatGPT, if you say how to book a ticket, it will give you steps, but it won't book a ticket for you. But the agents, with some security framework in the company, it can book tickets. It can say, I'm hiring a, a, a new employee. This is the information is there in the PDF file. Can you read it? And can you hire into HCM system, HRMS systems? So it will read the file and go to HRMS system securely. It will input all the data and submit. And make sure, can you finish the next steps? It sends an email to the employee, yes, you've been recorded and your benefits are starting this is the link, can you go to this? And it will do a lot of things, lot of tasks. Gen AI is for generating information. Agentic AI is to do the tasks, guys. High level, first understand. So AI agents are becoming very popular. Still it is a beginning. Still, it is beginning, Purnima. You might be hearing a lot of things. It is not even 5%. It's not there yet. So still a lot of things are there. So 2026 is going to be very big for agentic AI. And it's not just 1 year. Next 5 years, you'll be seeing a lot of work around AI agents. So if you're a data engineer, you may be supporting some applications related to Gen AI and agentic AI, right? You may not be doing agentic AI immediately, but anytime get ready. They may ask you to do as well. So it is so important everywhere. So because it is offering next level of automation. So, so every company, IT support, HR operation, customer support, fraud detection, legal, healthcare, finance, and software development, their AI agents are going to do the task for you. So you might have to involve in development. You might have to use it. You might have to support these applications. So the AI agentic development is real, and it is nothing but another level of automation. Another level of automation. Jay, welcome. Jay, can you add any comment on this? What are the AI agents? If you're not on mute, I think you're on mute.
Yeah, so according to me, AI agents are more of LLM in loops. That's what I think.
Okay. But ultimately, if you use common sense, it will do automation, next level of automation.
Right.
It can be
It's
series of
asking.
steps. It can be series
Mhm.
of steps. Right? When you say LLM loop, it's a series of steps, not only to generate the information, it do the tasks also. Correct?
Right.
Okay. So in IT, in information technology, tasks means not cooking, etc. Those are robots. Leave about them. In IT, task means creating records. Like, you are booking a ticket means you are creating records. No, you want to cancel the records. It means you are deleting the records. Or you have a ticket, you want to update. I'm traveling on December 1st. No, I canceled it. Not canceling is deleting. I want to change. What is changing, Lakshmi J? It's update. So it's a create, C, right? You may retrieve, R, U means update, delete. It's called CRUD operations, CRUD, CRUD.
Right. Yes.
Can someone says this? Jay, can you say it loud? CRUD operations.
Yeah, CRUD is create, U is update, R is
Retrieve,
delete, and R is this.
Excellent. So your agent can do CRUD operations, guys. Whereas your just Gen AI doesn't do CRUD. It's only R. It does R only. It cannot create, it cannot update, it cannot delete. Thumbs up. Someone can thumbs up if you agree with me. Or if you don't agree, thumbs down. Okay. Kiran Dasare. Simple. We need to think very simple, guys. So the agent can do CRUD operations. whereas your Gen AI can only do R operations. Very good, high level, high level. So everywhere, Gen AI and Agentic AI, somebody will be interacting with the agent. So it means you will have a chat GPT like interface. You'll be naturally talking. Hey, I have a customer. Can you go and check? Can you generate shipping label? They want to cancel their order. You may be giving the order. This guy understand, this agent understand because it has LLM. And it understand your company related context.
Sir, sir,
Yeah, Nikhil, go ahead.
sir, I have a small doubt, sir.
Tell me.
Sir, what is your perspective on the semiconductor industry that this agentic AI can replace semiconductor industry like
No,
IT sector?
first of all, your AI, nothing is replacing. Please understand. It's only enhancing. So if you see your agentic AI will enhance the software industry.
Yeah, sir.
So just only thing is earlier one task can be done by 10 people. Now it can be done by 5 people. These other 5 people should go and do some other work in IT. So in IT there are a lot of new jobs are creating. So they need to go and do that. So nothing, AI is not replacing anything. So that word is overhyped. We'll see. Nikhil, you understand?
Yeah, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, go ahead. So it can go and ask, you book the ticket like this. So to do this, please understand. So some code should be written here. Do this, do this, do this. So please understand. If every code is written here, then tomorrow you want to do something else. Again, you have to change this. So that becomes a tight integration. They integrate to this airlines, they integrate to this. Instead, they want to have a loose integration, decoupling. That is what is a concept called MCP, Model Context Protocol. Model Context Protocol means it's a loose coupling. Loose coupling. Still, you are connected to the agent. Agent still use LLM. Agents need some support, company related information, but the connections is decoupled. See, what systems you connect, put it here. It's like your USB, you're like a USB, right? So then you want to connect to another system, you can change the code here instead of agents. So it's not a tight coupling. That is the only difference. That is the only difference. Please understand here, at least high level. Here, see, this is agent. You're interacting with it. It definitely needs a brain. It needs a company context, but you want to do the task. You want to create records, update the record, delete the records. It can do using some APIs. But industry doesn't want a tight integration because everyone is doing all the development. It won't scale. Everyone do their own integrations. That's why they want to standardize the integrations. That is called. They came up with a protocol called MCP. Can everyone? Somebody say MCP? Kiran, Siva, Subhashini. Can one or two people say MCP?
MCP, Model Context Protocol.
Context Protocol.
Protocol.
One quick question.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
One quick question.
Yeah.
But how will MCPs, interpret or, be flexible when interacting based on the needs? So they're saying MCPs, right? MCPs are nothing but, hard-coded systems, right? Not hard-coded systems, like flexible or modifiable systems, right? Or, I would say agents. But how will they understand, the exact need, when they try to interact, with the different requirements, of different.
Exactly. You came, it's a beautiful question, guys. So that's why it's called context protocol. See, there are three things here. This MCP, any MCP, suppose you have MCP for SAP, MCP for Databricks, MCP for Oracle. So this agent that MCP provides all the context here. It provides the resources. It provides tools like, see, I can connect to these systems. It will say here, Narasimha, tools. It lists the tools. Then it provides, I can also give you these functions. Then it also says for each API's tools, these should be the inputs. This should be the outputs. So everything is documented here. It's like a guidebook. Like you book a ticket from India to USA via Frankfurt, Germany. Don't you think you get boarding pass? You get a boarding pass, you know what flight it is, what is your seat number, is it going to, when it will land in Frankfurt, what is the connection flight, all the information you have, right, Nasimra? So all that is, that's what this is. When you say MCP server, the MCP is a protocol, but they develop that MCP server. That server will have all the configurations, all the what tools I can connect. I can connect to 4 tools like SAP BDC, SAP this one, SAP that, and each connection, the URL is this. It takes inputs like this. It takes output like this. For orders, reach this API. For HR, you reach this API, this API, this API. Then the prompts, please understand, I only do SAP related things. If you ask anything, I may not be able to give you. That type of introduction also, like if you're opening a book, see, like it writes a foreword, right? This book, it talks about this, all these things. So whatever the question you ask, Nasimra, all that information will be in the MCP server under tools, resources, prompts. You will be learning in the coming days. How does it sound, Nasimra? You're on mute.
Sounds very good. Yeah, it sounds very good. Thank you.
Yeah. Details I'm not going right now, but you understood, right, the point? Okay. Very good.
Yeah, I got that. Yeah, thank you.
Excellent, guys. So, super. So the new world is agentic AI. Please. Agentic AI means don't think, oh, it is something. It is nothing but software engineering. Kiran. It is nothing but software engineering, but a new software engineering, software 2.0. Earlier, you write all your if, then loops, etc. Whereas now you still write the code, but it uses a new way of writing it. So your agentic AI system is nothing but computational entity. It is nothing but a software most of the time. Of course, you can extend it to robots also. It perceives its environment, both the digital and potentially physical, mainly digital. It perceives its environment means they're asking about shipping, they're asking about booking airline tickets, they're asking about physics, they're asking about chemistry, they're asking me to write the code, they're asking me to access SAP systems. Like that, it perceives its environment. It makes informed decisions based on these perceptions. It understands the context. Then it connects to the MCP based on that. It connects to the MCP because your agent, when you write agent, you won't write a global agent. You write customer support agent, travel desk agent, HR agent. Like that, you divide. Just like how you hire people in the company. When you hire people in the company, Subhashini, if someone hire you, don't you think they will tell you what are your responsibilities?
Yes, Srini.
They hire you for software development. Will they ask you, go and sell this something else? No, right?
No.
Hey, you're a software, you can sell this software. Can you go to that company and sell this software? They will not say that. So like that, they will hire another sales agent like that. Like that, these agents also think like this, the agents like a human beings only. But only thing is these are software agents. So they also have a specific role to play. So they make informed decisions based on the perceptions and set up predefined goals, learned goals. So sales agent do sales related stuff. Customer agents do. Of course, they can work as a team. They can work as a team. You may have one agent can interact with other agents. Okay, have that idea. And execute actions. Please understand actions, guys, not just giving information, actions to achieve those goals autonomously. Autonomously means based on your question, it can identify the tools based on the MCP. So it's like you already have goals. Like the example I gave, Narasimha traveling from Hyderabad to Denver. So once he has a boarding pass, once he has all the information, nobody controls him. So Narasimha travels autonomously. He has all the information. He knows he get into this. He knows he can find the seat. He can set it if there is any issue. He asks the airline host, the agent. So different things are able to communicate. In between, some things can go errors. Then it again review it, something like that. You will be learning in the coming classes. Unlike traditional software, which follows a rigid step-by-step instruction, agents exhibit a degree of flexibility and initiative. So agentic AI is the new software, guys. Agentic AI is software 2.0. Don't think agentic AI is doing some magic. No, they are just a new software. Okay. Having understood, I want to now go to very basics of how we came till here, how we came to Gen AI, how we came to Agentic AI. That is the topic I'll be discussing next 1 hour, guys. 11 o'clock we'll be removing, we'll be closing it. Any questions so far? How we are doing? Manasa, Purnima, how we are doing? Shiva, Lakshmi, Venkat Totampudi,
Yeah, it's
Aryan.
great. Good information. It's a good start.
Okay, Aryan, are we doing good? Okay, I think you're on mute. Kiran Dasari, I'll be asking question, guys. If you please ready to answer. Jay, uh, doing good? Okay, you're on mute.
Perfectly good, Anna. Perfectly
Yeah,
good.
we're doing good.
Okay, super. Let's get into the core basics. A lot of people avoid this and start doing agents, start doing Gen AI. It's like doing things without foundation. Some of you might know a lot of things I discussed, but it will be a brush up. Please get into the very core understanding, Brother Dasare. Okay? Please. Okay. What is artificial intelligence, guys? First of all, what is intelligence? First of all, let's understand. Okay. Shiva, is image or object recognized as intelligence? If your kid is
Yes, Srini.
recognized, see, right? When you are a kid, you tell to your kid, oh, this is dog, this is cat. Kana, can you please tell me what is this? You will say, oh, dad, I don't know. She will say, right? Then no, oh, dog, again, you reinforce, right? You reinforce. So now, okay, now if you ask, it appears it's not intelligence, but it is intelligence. You're recognizing it. Imagine the same way if your computer, when I say computer, computer has a camera, it sees you, it says it is Shiva. Or it sees some cat, it says it is cat. So how it knows? So even that one. If a machine recognize an image, a cat, don't go into a hardware part, what camera they use, what brand they use. Don't get into that. Just abstractly. If a machine, a car, sees a pedestrian or another car, it can able to recognize, right? Or an image. This is a cat image. This is dog image. Sometimes a cat-like dogs will be there. I don't know. So if a machine recognizes an object, it is artificial intelligence, guys. It is also an artificial intelligence. See here, brain tumor. Is doctor reading a brain scan images A lot of brain scan images are going on nowadays, MRI scans, a lot of things going on everywhere. Vinay, Charve. So if a doctor reading a brain image and find out, hey, I think your brain image is good. No, I think your aunt's brain image, somewhere there is a small tumor like is there. We need to treat now. Otherwise, in another 2 years, it becomes a bad tumor. Doctor saying that, is that intelligence or not, Charvi?
Yeah.
It is. That's why we are paying a lot of money to doctor. Hello. Correct? It is.
Yes.
It is. Don't think intelligence means writing a IAS exam alone. No, I'm talking about normal brain intelligence. What if a machine do it? If machine can scan quickly and read the images and assisting finding the tumor, so it releases a lot of task for the doctor. They can do better job. They are getting hundreds of scans they need to do every day. So if machine can scan it, of course, scanned images, read it and find out, okay, I think these people has this and this and this one. Is it intelligence or not? Yes, it is intelligence. It is artificial intelligence. Nikhil, agree with me or disagree? You can disagree also, guys. You don't have to agree with me. Jay? Yeah, thumbs up, Nikhil. Okay, super. If a driving car is somebody is driving. Jay, your grandma is assume she's driving. She's using the hands. She's using eyes. She's using somebody's honking or not. She knows where to go. Is driving is intelligence or not?
Yeah, it is, because you are utilizing all 5 of your senses.
Exactly. It doesn't appear for you intelligence, but it is. It is from a natural sense because it appears like a everyday task for us, right? If a car autonomously drives, okay, this is our aunt or grandma, okay. If the car autonomously drives using sensors, it's an intelligence. It's an artificial intelligence. Do we have autonomous cars somewhere in the USJ? Yes or no?
Yeah, we do.
You go to San Francisco, we have Waymo and some other cities, right? Of course, they may not be perfect. They may not be perfect, but actually they
I
are
think they
getting
are more perfect and like Cybertruck and all. They
exactly
go very accurate and
very
precise
actually
motion,
correct.
turnings,
You're right.
speed, and everything. Yeah.
You're right. Actually, they're now more perfect. So again, they also make mistake. Even human beings make mistake, right? We make accidents. That's right, brother.
Exactly. We
Right?
divert our attention when something happens in our mind, but they
Exactly.
not at all.
Exactly. When we do line change, we miss seeing it, right? Even last
Yes.
2 months
True.
back,
Yeah.
in a line change, I made a mistake. Somebody come and hit me. So
Yes.
that was my first accident in 20 plus
Oh my
years.
God.
So, so that happens. Like that, they also make a mistake. That is there. Even somebody go and hit, they also make it. But they are becoming close to perfect. But anyway, we're not talking about perfection. We're talking about intelligence. So this is intelligence, artificial intelligence. Okay. Somebody fraud detection. Somebody is using your credit card. You start getting your messages. Hey, is this your transaction? We found, I think it's a fraudulent transaction. Yes or no? If you say yes, it will continue. If you say no, it will block. Is that system identifying those transactions, patterns, machine catching the fraud? Is this intelligence or not? Purnima, is artificial intelligence, correct?
Yeah, that's correct, Srini.
So this type of things, companies start using artificial intelligence. Guys, this is called machine is learning. Machine is learning. Artificial intelligence. These words, of course, there are fine differences between machine learning and deep learning, that type of things. You will be learning this, but try to understand this, guys. This is very important. It appears small, but it's across US, across India, across the world. See the scale at which the fraud is happening. So billions of dollars of the fraud is happening. You don't know. Every 2 days, it could be $5 transactions. Sometimes you don't notice. A lot of people don't notice. It's a small transactions, $10 transactions. Somebody from some country can ship some food to another person here, and they pay them. They ship $10. These people pay $5 for them. So a lot of frauds going on. So make sure you check your credit cards. So this software is helping. So your company has a lot of customers. Assume this is the dots. These are you have a software. Your company developed a software. It identifies a pattern and group the customers into 5 groups or 3 groups or 4 groups so that they can do better marketing. So how it does is a learning. The software learns the patterns and groups it for you. It can help you, it can assist. So the machine is learning from the data, it can group. Many times it is very hard for us to group, but machine can do better at that will help for targeted marketing. That is a machine learning. You might have seen Netflix and others, they recommend based on what you have seen. Brother Dasare, how it recommends? You have seen it, and it knows who are the people like you who have seen other movies, and it will give you. Anyway, it does some comparison related to data. So it recommends you. Even the movies, songs, even YouTube recommendations. You go and watch a few movies, then it knows what type of movies it want to recommend. But from where it got that information? It checks the people like you. Suppose you are seeing some crime. There are a lot of people who might have been watching the crime. What they are watching, based on that, they will recommend to you. It may not be perfect. It's a recommendation if you watch. And if you watch, then it recommends more like that. So it's a learning. Machine is learning. So listening the pattern, viewing the patterns, right? So stock markets. So in stock markets, your software can predict what can happen based on the trends, based on even now somebody asks, hey, what is happening in US? What is happening in the world? What is the chances for war? What is happening? The conflicts between Democrats and Republicans. So people ask you, you start predicting it based on some data, based on some information. So data is so crucial for the intelligence, artificial intelligence. If the quality of data is not good, your predictions will not be good. So it's all about patterns. Patterns of what? Patterns of data. Patterns of data. So you may ask me, where is the data? Purnima, even though these are images, for the machine, it is all pixels. Pixels. Each image will have a pixels. It is a data. It is a data. It is data hidden in minutely. These pixels are different. It will have a lot of 786 or 1024 by 1024 pixels. So like that, these pixels makes the difference between this picture and this picture. So this is the data. So even mathematics, there are patterns, like even the shapes, right? You see this one, this one are similar, like, even though they are flipped, right? This one, it is similar, even though they are flipped. And this one and this one is same, but this is a different color. So these are the patterns. Kids understand, and like that, your software also can read the patterns, mathematical patterns. It's all patterns, guys. These patterns exist in the data. So that's why this data is very crucial for your artificial intelligence. If data is wrong, data is not correct, it may not have good intelligence. So where you find these patterns? This is in data. These patterns exist in data. Buying data, selling data, listening data, viewing data, Netflix viewing data, traffic data, weather data. Traffic means network traffic. Is a fraudsters trying to hit your website, all those things. So it's all about data. So data is important. Data is so important, based on which the software learn. After learning, they will be useful. They will be useful to do the prediction. Let's do simple experiment, guys. Here, please understand the pattern. Please understand. Manasa, I'm asking you. This is the question. This is 2, 4. This is 3, 6. This is 4 and 8. What do you think is this?
10.
How did you find out?
Every number is getting doubled.
Exactly. You understood the pattern. See? So you understood the pattern from here. Then you identify the pattern and you use that pattern here. Correct?
Yeah.
So you developed the intelligence from here. So this is called training. You trained your brain. This is the training. Then you're using your intelligence. Right? So you created a small intelligence here. Now come here. This is for Shiva. Shiva and J. Shiva and J are friends. 2, 8, 3, 11, 4, 14. You can take your time. 5, how much? There is a
That's
pattern.
17.
17.
Exactly. So what's the pattern?
So it's like 2 plus 6, 3 plus 8, 4 plus 10. So it's like the lower ones, they're increasing by 6, 8, 10, 12, that way.
Okay, so what is the answer?
17.
17. So some pattern he identified. But there is another way to look is multiplying with 3.
3
and plus 2.
adding with
Plus
2.
2.
Adding 2. So, right, there is a pattern you identified here. Right? So you identified up to here, then applied here. This is the basis for the artificial intelligence, guys. Everyone, in a simple way. So this is the data. You identify the pattern. So you created a model. You might have hearing of the word model. Charvi, right? Shiva, model. What is that model? A model is nothing but that formula is the model. Formula is the model. So in this case, it is simple numbers. That's why it appears like a simple formula. But that is the model. The word model is intelligence, the pattern intelligence. So here the pattern intelligence is the model, this model. Now J has applied that model on this so that he is predicting it. He is using it. So always there will be a model you need to train, then you need to use that model. Got it? High level J, thumbs up, thumbs up. Correct. Now what happens if these are becoming bigger in the sense, say it's a 1, it's a 2, 4. I give you 1 and answer, then I give you another this one. But what if I have more? See, I have multiple variables, x1, x2, right? Then I'm having a output y. X1 can have a value, x2 can have a value, right? So what if I have even 5 parameters like this, right? x1, x2, this one value. If I give values, I can get multiple values of y. Even here also the pattern. So you cannot easily, manually, you cannot calculate. That's where the machines can identify these patterns. So it means the parameters are increasing. Parameters are increasing. See, x1, x2, x3, x4, x1. This value, y value, j, Y value depends on what? Here, if you see, if these 3, 5, 7 are fixed,
Yeah, dependent
depends on the
variable.
value of x1, x2. Correct?
Yeah, those are independent.
Correct. Suppose I assume x1, x2 are fixed. Assume. Okay. Then it depends on what? Y value. Depends on these values, right? Of course.
Right.
Assume
Constants.
these are variables. Correct?
Oh, okay.
These
Okay.
are the variables, right? These x1, x2 are fixed. Then they depend on the coefficients, correct?
Right, right.
So understand. So in many times in the machine learning, these values are fixed. Suppose you have any image, right? A image, in the image has a pixels, correct? Suppose I give you a cat image. Those pixels are inputs. They are fixed. So I give you new pixels. They may change like this, like 4 and this is like change. But they have some patterns. But let me come to that. Come here. So how these machines learn out of this data? They identify the patterns using some algorithms. You want to predict, so prediction algorithm. You want to classify yes or no, it means classification algorithm. You want to recommend, a recommendation algorithm. You want to what is that? Recognize an image recognition algorithms. You want to generate some image, generating algorithms. So different ways they learn, different techniques they learn. High level guys. Different logics, right? There will be some way to do it. There is some way to do. These two are not the same. But still, child can learn. They use their brain. Oh, okay. This is how a Rubik's can be done. This is done. This is how abacus need to be done. Even though there are different techniques, they still use the brain and some common techniques like train it to get the model and use it. Train it to get the model, use it. Or someone trained, take that model and use it. That's why when we say in generative AI, you're using ChatGPT. ChatGPT has a brain, it's LLM, and you're using it. They made an application using it. So, right, suppose in your company, you can take their model, ChatGPT model, and you can pay for them and develop your own application. So you didn't develop the model. You're using the model in your application. Super. So I'll stop here. Any questions so far? Now next is we are going to talk about general like machine learning algorithms, deep learning algorithms, generative AI algorithms. Why they are there? They solve different problems. Machine learning algorithms solve one type of world problems. Deep learning algorithms solve one type of problems. But all are intelligence only. All are artificial intelligence. Generative AI solve different type of problems. Depending upon the problem you are solving, you will use. Depending on the, suppose your tools also, right? You will use knife to cut onions. You will use, what is that? Hammer to hit some nail onto this one or some other things. You have a coconut you want to cut, you will use a different knife. So depending on it, you will be using different models. So different types of algorithms I will touch high level. Any questions so far? How we are doing, Jay? Jay.
Yeah, we're doing pretty good. I mean, we're covering each and every foundational thing which is required to build up to the AI agents in actual.
Excellent, excellent. Purnima, are you following me? Am I confused, creating confusion?
It's clear so far for me.
Excellent, excellent. Manasa,
I'm good, Srini.
super. Kiran, brother,
No, just 1 minute.
yeah, question. Okay, if not, let me move forward. You can ask me question after that. Okay, guys, let's get into it. Nasira, how we are doing?
Great, sir. Very good. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, this knowledge is very important. Don't underestimate this, guys. This is foundational knowledge. Then you really, once you feel comfortable, oh, this is how this is happening, then you can build further knowledge quite easily. And of course, it takes time. Okay, there are some problems in industry which deals with some structured data, like your customers' data. You want to do some recommendations. You want to predict housing prices, stock prices. Somebody applied for your college or your credit card, you are applying your first name, last name, social security number, your current income, etc. How they approve your credit card, or you applied for a housing loan, that you give that data, this data, based on that, your salary, your income, your down payment, how they approve, or even if they deny, what is the reason and what additional data you need. That type of decisions, that type of decisions are done by algorithms called machine learning algorithms. So mostly they deal with structured data. So there are different algorithms. You'll be hearing the words k-means. K-means clustering, clustering algorithms. You have million customers. I want 10 groups. That's all. You're saying, I want 10 groups. How you do it, I don't know. You figure it out. So 10 groups, it runs on those things. It runs on those data and identify the patterns. Try to make 10 groups, maybe based on a combination of it, maybe where they're living. It's not one parameter. Where they're living, what is their income level, what is their immigration status, what are their fixed asset, net assets, something, or how many transactions they did, etc. So it makes a group. So I want 5 groups, then it makes 5 groups with the patterns. If a human beings also, suppose I give you 100, Manasa, if I ask you make them 2 groups, you make them 2 groups, maybe a male and female. If I ask you make 3 groups, you won't use male and female, right? You will use a different criteria. Maybe who are from Texas, who are from California, they're here, right? Some other, even I ask, make 4 groups. Okay, hey, who will play games? Who will play cricket? Something you use some criteria. Somehow, I didn't give you any criteria. Manasa, you use your logic. Tell me, Manasa, how I give you 100 people. I ask you make 3 groups. Tell me. There's no fixed answer, Manasa.
So based on some age group, I can divide
Ah.
into 3 groups.
Yeah, that then you need to put a range, right? Age group.
Yes. Yeah.
See how smart she is. So you use her criteria, right? Somebody might use, okay, guys, like tell me, southern states or west coast, east coast, and rest of the world. Even that is also criteria, right? Suppose west coast and east coast, right? So different ways can be done. The machine try to do it. That is called k-means clustering. It uses mathematics. Logistic regression. Logistic regression means you want to separate classification. You want to this or this. This cancer cell or non-cancer cells in the scan. Shall we approve the credit? Yes or no? Shall we got the admission? Yes or no? You got selected to the cricket team? Yes or no? So everything has a criteria, yes or no, classification. So it's called logistic regression algorithms. So it's like drawing a line, drawing a plane, dividing this and this. Linear regression means like a line. You're predicting the future. Line goes to the future, right? Okay, just like the numbers. I have given these numbers. What is this number? Now Apple stock is this last 10 years. What would be this price in next 2 years? So some prediction, some prediction. What is the trends? We have a dot-com boom, dot-com burst, financial burst, now AI burst. How it will be the impact? How it will impact? Okay. So all this is a linear regression, like a forecasting problems. So it's a mathematical problem. It's like a line. So it's called linear regression algorithms. I'm not going to deep of it, but I'm just touching. These are machine. They worked on structures. Random forests. Random forest means complicated logic. If this is the case, what? What is this condition? This scenario, that scenario, this scenario. A lot of logic you want to maneuver. They use random forests. They're like a forest, They go this way. Suppose I ask you, two people go to forest and find out. Oh, you go this way, this way. Probably if you go this way, sun is this side, this is east. I think we should go to the west, this side. Oh, like that. You start going, then yeah, there is a water. Oh man, there is a river here. If we go this one, we cannot cross this. Let's get into this way. Mountain, go this way. Like that type of logics, even in the data, these random forest algorithms will do it. Naive Bayes, they use a lot of probabilities. This is the probability. The last time when we went there, that was the probability. Our success is only 60%. I think let's not review this. Let's find out most probable states. They use a theory called Bayes theorem. In probability, there is a concept called Bayes theorem. So naive Bayes, the basic Bayes theorem concepts they use. Then KNN, nearest neighborhoods. It's related to K-means only, but it uses a little bit different algorithms, K nearest neighborhood algorithms. Again, there's one more concept called support vector machines. That is also another way of classifications. So this type of algorithms you'll be hearing, but this is in machine learning and data science. Right now, I don't encourage anyone to get into machine learning and data science because it's already matured area. So, but you need to have understanding. If some machine learning guy comes, I'm in AI, generative AI, you're talking to them. If you have no clue about machine learning, it's difficult to work with them. So that's why it's very important. Any questions on machine learning? Okay, I'll also touch a few more slides. Okay, machine learning. Machine learning is all about, it uses a lot of math, guys, mathematical algorithms. So math, data, AI, it's all about math. That's why if your kids or your nephews, encourage them to focus more on math. If they're not focusing on math, they cannot do machine learning. They cannot do data science. Okay. So it's about math so that it can identify the patterns and can predict. It also, as I said, classification. It is like a identifying the patterns. One is good cells, bad cells, how you divide them, how it can learn, and how it can make groups, how it can create mathematical planes and able to create. So the model will capture these logics based on the data. So this is machine learning algorithms they use. Okay. Now that is about machine learning, high level. Any questions, Aryan, Narasimha, any questions or comments? At least a little bit high level. This deals with machine learning, deals structured data. It uses some algorithms depending on the problem you are solving. If you are predicting, you'll use linear regression. If you're classifying, you'll use logistic regression algorithms. Sometimes you'll use random forest algorithms. Different algorithms are there. Different software libraries are there. These machine learning and data science teams will be doing it. When you interact with them, they'll be using these words, these algorithms, that algorithms. So you should at least have a basics on it. Any questions on this? Any comments? No, sir.
This is clear, sir. Very good. Thank you.
Excellent, excellent.
These are the basics. So yeah, very good.
Very good. So it's very important to have very basics, otherwise we'll not be comfortable, right, Neswara? So you don't have to do this, but you know what is it like. Just awesome. Let's get into guys. Okay. Then there is some other intelligence, artificial intelligence, where you need to recognize the images. Machine learning doesn't relate to images. It's all about data patterns. Images, maybe car is going images. Even generating, you ask rather image recognition. You put a check in the bank, you return, you put the number, you didn't type, right? 23,000, that thing, 10,000. Everyone writes their own way. How the bank it recognizes, right? These scans, brain scans, a lot of images related, seeing it, identifying. It's a foundation. A lot of data is there, visual. A lot of data is visual. So that type of intelligence is built by a concept called deep learning. They call deep learning because it involves pixels. It involves a lot of patterns than the structured data. So autonomous cars, it uses image recognition. It's a pedestrians, etc. Suppose you want to run Waymo or something, right? How you do it? That's it, brother. Purima, can you do AI here?
Yes, Anna. Of course
Okay.
we can.
You can, okay. Very good. But let's assume, don't run autonomous cars in India, for now at least, okay? Okay, good. But
AI will be like blasted if we use AI in India, especially in Hyderabad traffic.
Exactly. Okay.
Crazy
You need
traffic,
little bit of structure, right? Even AI being done because there are lanes, there are what do you call it? Signals, proper signals, and certain freeways, right? Human beings suddenly don't come. Even regular things, there is a structure. Pedestrian is expected to walk here. You don't expect people walking on the roads, right? Suddenly, jump, So there is some structure in these roads, especially US, where these autonomous cars are running, most of them. Even freeway, right? Freeway, you don't even have a risk of human beings. Correct? Is that fair statement, Dasri, for now? Brother?
Right, exactly. Yeah.
So certain, of course, they will become more focused cars. So your autonomous cars start seeing fully. It scans everything. It has a lidar, radar, all that stuff, But again, it's a data. But this car also has a trained model already. It knows a trained model already. It knows who are the people. It knows who are the trucks. It knows what are the colors. It knows it has GPS positioning systems. So the hardware, everything is this. But what is the problem we are solving here, Dr. Dasar brother? It's a image recognition, right? Image recognition, not just a machine learning problem, not predicting stock price, that type of things. It is not unstructured data. It is unstructured images related, pixels related data. So different algorithms are used. It's about image recognition algorithms are used. They are called neural network. How your brain recognizes. It is like your brain recognizes these images, right? You see, some person may not be good at math, but they can recognize images, right? They've been good at driving cars. So intelligence is not just doing math. So if you're good at math, it came out of practice. So don't buy the myth that, oh, this guy is a born mathematician. Oh man, this guy, he has a math brain. Please don't encourage that, actually. It is a old way of saying. Of course, there may be some penchant, but mostly how they are exposed. Some people are not exposed to math properly. Some people are not exposed to science properly. So they lost that interest. But I'm not talking about research, most of the science, most of the math, they're simple patterns. How you add, how you subtract, how you take a function, how you integrate, how you differentiate, how you find a limit, how you do an algebra, how you eliminate few things, how you add matrices. Go and see. It's a very, very easy. Even chemistry, the elements. It's like a number. How you got number 3? It's nothing but 1 plus 1 plus 1. 3 ones becomes 3. In the same way, hydrogen is 1. Helium is 2. Hydrogen has one proton. Helium has 2 protons. 2 hydrogens fuse, you get another helium. They are all manufactured in stars. How you got gold? Gold is nothing but some 132 protons. So it means 132 hydrogen molecules, like a 1111, they fuse, and when the star burst, that gold came on Earth. We'll talk about that more later. But anyway, the point I'm trying to say is this. Point is, your brain has a way to identify the images. Brain uses neural networks. Neurons will be there. Your brain has neurons. They are connected, neurons and connected. So mathematicians, AI practitioner has taken that inspiration and created artificial neurons. Artificial neuron means like some functions, mathematical functions and software functions. Right now, you don't need to know what they are, but high level, they are used for image recognition. Images will have pixels, guys. Suppose it says 784 pixels. An image, if you have this image 0, they are like a 2 by 2 matrix. But now think of them. Take each cell and put it into one column rather, one column. So assume there are 784 pixels. Each pixel has a value, say number associated with it, like between 0 and 1, 0.9, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.9. 1 means white, 0 means black. Everything is in between. Everything is. I'm talking about a grayscale image, black and white. I'm not talking about color images. Color images have another dimension. Let's not go there. But anyway, think of them as inputs. So these inputs can be passed to another function. Those input can be passed into another function. Like that, these inputs can be passed to different functions. Each node is a function. They take inputs. So automatically, you get some values. Again, you pass that to another function. You get some value. Again, you pass it, I get value. Like that, if you intelligently pass, you get the correct output. If it's 0, you get 0. If it is 4, you get 4. So these pixels values can be patterned to that. So what is image recognition? If it is 4, recognize it as a 4. If it is 0, recognize it as 0. But these are not typed images, necessarily. These are handwritten images, right? If you see here, handwritten, you write one way, 0, I write one way differently, right? Even the cats, isn't it? There are 1,000 varieties of cats are there. Some dogs look like a cat. So you should accurately predict, hey, this is a cat. But the machine doing it, human beings are trained very smartly with low energy, but the machine's doing, imagine, machine's doing it. Like this guy is a pedestrian. But again, it's not too complex, please understand. In Nasira, when a car is going, how many images? Categories of images. Either pedestrians is one, human beings. Either trucks, cars is another category. What is that? The stoplights is about lights. Third category. Some animals, lions, and they won't come onto the roads, right? Assume maybe some dogs, some cats, right? In the worst case, you get what is that type of this? Cows, etc. onto the US roads. What else, Nasira? Purnima? What else you see on roads if a car is going? Only those categories, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Please understand. Those categories only. So if you slowly, highly see, it is not complicated intelligence. That also evolved over a period of time. Last 20 years, they evolved. They trained it. More sophisticated. Then the GPS anyway controls the what directions, etc., etc. So all that is mixed into properly. When they're mixed, you find it's a lot of intelligence. But all those are added. So in this image recognition is the fundamental. They use a lot of networks, layers, and use certain connections. Those are called parameters. Just like your mathematical equation has parameters, 2x1, 3x1, like that. So those parameters can be adjusted to accurately predict the values. So once they're trained, these parameters are learned, and your network can recognize an image. Like suppose if this is a dog, it won't say cat, it will say as a dog. Initially, when you see here, this is in number 7, and this has a pixels. These pixels are inputs go into another neurons. This is called a neurons. This is input layer. This is called hidden layer. These are hidden layers. This is output layer. This is input layer. This is output layer. The 7 may sound as a 9 initially when it is doing it. But after the training, 7 maps to the 7. So please understand, this is input layer, this output layer, this is hidden layers. The more layers, it will have more intelligence. So that's why it is called deep neural network. Anyone heard about DNN? The word at least, deep neural network, Purima? If you haven't, please understand. This is artificial neural network. It is a network, but it is called deep neural network because it's still called deep learning because it has a layers, deep, layer 1, layer 2, layer 3. Okay, I'm giving you basics for you. See, when the training is in progress, so the values are sent in this right direction. There may be errors, then they will do back to do the correction. It is like a feedback. Say you're interviewing me, Purnima. You asked me some question, I gave you correctly. You asked me second question, I gave wrong. Then you correct me, right? Srini, I think you told up to this, but there is a correction. Oh, then I learned. Then somebody asked me next time, I correct it and give the answer, correct? That's why some people, master students, Aryan and others, Jay, you might have attended many interviews. So the more interviews you attend, don't you think you have more experience? Because you will be comfortable. You learn from the interviewer. You might fail in one interview, but you learn out of it. You attend another interview. Then you are comfortable to answer those questions. You may fail in that, but you attend another interview. You are good at it. Don't you think as you do that, your ability to face the interview increases? Venkat sir, Thatampudi, you have a consulting company. You train people to face the interviews. Is that right or not? Mansa? Agree? Disagree? Subhashini? Vijay, welcome.
Yes, Srini.
Vijay, so that's so important, guys. So be ready to fail. So don't worry. It's like a training. See failure as a training, guys. The EA also, they do training. Please understand. Please understand this training. Please hear. See, when they're training, see here, 3 goes to 7, 8. See, the weight means, see, 3 should go to 3. But if you see 3 goes to see here, 8, 7, 3. So it's a trash. So it says, hey, this has some probability, this has some probability, this has some probability. This is a trash. So it has to learn. There is a cost in it. There is a penalty in it. So learning has a penalty. What is that penalty? So you're learning, you want to learn, you need to pay for it. You need to learn. Vijay, welcome. You want to learn something, you need to pay for it or not. See, life is the best teacher. We make mistakes. We learn from our life. Nasira, you're also father of 2 kids. You learn a lot of things from kids. You need to, we learn from life. Right? Life is a good teacher, they say. Right? So we need to pay for it. We make mistakes, so it will have some pain. Oh, I think we shouldn't have done this. We should do this way. So like that, there will be a cost involved in the learning. In the case of interviews, example, you attend one interview, you fail, you get disappointed. But you're learning. You go into second interview. You're learning. You got disappointed. Learning. Kiran, right? You Kiran did a PhD.
Right.
Huh?
Yeah.
But you don't want to go to the teaching because this IT has a more pay and it's not more. You don't need PhD brain, but still you may not like it too much. But it's okay. You can do it. No, because
Right.
we need it, right? Everything
Yeah.
we don't need to like to do it. Right?
That's all. Yeah.
There's a responsibility. You need to pay your bills. You need to support your family, etc.
Yeah.
But you don't stop exploring this one.
That's
So
all.
it means we are paying for it, right? It's cost involved in it, in the training. So like that, these are common principles, guys. You use even artificial intelligence. So you'll not be doing this type of things. Please understand. There are a lot of people in OpenAI, Databricks, SAP. They will do these trainings, Purnima. Please, I want to make sure, don't get into the conclusion, oh, I will go and train this. I don't know how to train this. Don't get it. These are top people, guys, in Stanford, at MIT, Carnegie Mellon, IIT. These are hardworking people, smart guys. Whether you like it or not, there are intelligent people in this world. Nasira, agree? There are top-notch guys, right? That's why so they pay even per year $2 million for them. Correct, Nasira? Agree?
Agreed, sir.
Yeah. So, hey, they will be top 1%, top 10% will be there, top 20% will be there, right? Or at least top 10% will be there. So don't compete with them, okay? Okay, be there in the next 10% or next another 20%. Try to be there, go to top. But you cannot compete with top 1%. So don't break your head because it's okay. You compete and realize what are your capabilities. But try to maximize your capabilities. Everyone is born in one way. Everyone is unique. You may have unique talents. Maximize them. Right? We are not all the same. Try to push yourself. So that way, these trainings, etc., get to know, okay, what is this when they say training? That's it. But your role will be mostly applying, creating Gen AI applications, creating agentic AI applications, using existing models. And the 10 minutes, guys. Come on. Are we doing good? So this is what it is learning. So when it say it is learning the, guys, weights, these connections. See here, this equation, I told you, Jay, that 2 times multiplying 2 times, are you multiplying 3 times? Are you multiplying 2 times? Don't you think you learned that parameter? You multiplied with 2 times, right? Manasa, you said you multiplied with 2 times. That 2 times, how you know that 2 times? You learned out of it. That is called weight. Other thing is you multiplied 3 times, added something. That is called bias. When you are adding something, there will be bias. So as this data is going, you'll be multiplying the inputs. You'll be adding. You'll be multiplying, adding. It's just multiplication addition, guys. Your fourth grader can do it. You are multiplying, adding, multiplying, adding, multiplying, adding. So if you have inputs, 784 inputs, you every input you are giving to every node. The 784 you are giving to this. 784 you are giving to the second one. 784 you are giving to third one. 784 you are giving to fourth one. It means 784 into multiplied by this. That many parameters will be there. And these are passing to this. That many parameters will be there again. And these outputs are given to as this input. That many parameters are there. When I say parameters, these are connections. So these connections are nothing but those parameters, guys. That's why you have so many parameters. Even LLM, anywhere there's a 7 billion parameters. Have you heard this word? LLM with 4 billion parameters, 7 billion parameters, 10 billion parameters, 100 billion parameters. So they are huge, guys. Since they have so many parameters, they have so much of flexibility, guys. Fluimex of flexibility. It can learn this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, this. That's why they are becoming very efficient. They all run on GPUs parallelly. They are very, very powerful machines. That's why artificial intelligence uses data, math, algorithms, and computing, and it is the greatest innovation human beings are created, guys. That is why it is so powerful, guys. That is how it is so powerful, guys. It can solve a lot of problems. It can solve problems. This is second category of algorithms. Then there are, next we will go, there are these image recognition. Image recognition needs a lot of computing. After all, it is identifying the patterns. So they use some other techniques to make them efficient, guys. Look here, if you have a big image, in big image patterns can be made even small patterns. Look here, I'm running here. These are numbers. If I take this, see, this is a bigger image. Bigger image can be compressed to smaller image using patterns. So out of this, you take some core patterns. Out of this, you bring some other core patterns. So that is called convolutional operations. You use the word convolution. It's a mathematical techniques, guys. So that's why you hear the word convolutional neural networks. The convolutional neural network. Anyone has heard? Put thumbs up if you heard about convolutional neural network. Put thumbs up if you haven't heard. Please listen now. Hear the word convolutional neural network. Convolutional neural network means it is nothing but a neural network, but it identifies the core patterns instead of all patterns. So it is a powerful way, a compressed way, a mathematical technique with which you identify the patterns. So CNN is the weight used for image recognition. It is nothing but advanced of neural network, deep learning. So using convolutional neural network, you identify the images. You understood machine learning, you understood the convolutional neural network. Tomorrow we'll be discussing more on this. Now we are going to next algorithms. It's called generative AI algorithms. I'll close in 1 minute, but first understand, guys. Asking question. Narshivara, this is a question to you. See, a child has a book. All answers are there in the book. You ask that question. This is assume your son. You asked question. He answered he referred the book and answered. This is your daughter. You asked, she doesn't have any book. You asked a question. She answered the question. What is the difference between these two? Nazira.
In the first one, he has something to refer to, meaning there's information, right? He can just read and, reproduce.
He's searching it and giving it to you. Searching.
Yeah. But the second one is basically, retrieving the old data, meaning she would have read, that right information somewhere and then processing it again, retrieving it again and producing the answer.
Okay, retrieving. That is a good question. But sometimes you ask some question, she does not know, but I think she says that. is she retrieving from her brain somewhere which is already there, or she generating it dynamically?
She's generating dynamically.
Generating.
Exactly, guys. Please understand that is the difference. Great answer, Mr. So one is you already have data, you are searching it. That is Google. You go to Google, you ask question, it searches. But you go to ChatGPT, ask your question, it is generating it. Of course, it might have some answers and it might retrieve. Even it can do search also. It can you can support them using RAG. So that is the difference between generative AI and search, guys. Generative AI, it generates based on that model it has. Right. You ask any question, suppose Kiran, I ask any question, you will answer something. Kiran,
Right.
what do you think? What do you think about stars? I'm asking question. Kiran, give me one line answer. What do you think of stars?
They are self-illuminating and far away from the earth, I can say.
Okay. Did you already prepared my answer to this, or
No,
you generated it?
I just generated based on your
Yes,
question.
generated it.
And based on my thought process also, I give the
Thought
answer.
process.
Because if I something else in my mind, then I will give something else.
Exactly. Same question, if someone asks you tomorrow, you may not use the same
Right.
answer, right? You may give it.
Exactly.
So that's why same question you ask ChatGPT, it won't give you the same answer because it is
Yeah.
generating.
Yep.
So try to understand. That is what generative AI. This is Google searches existingly generate. So these generative AI, for that, it need to understand. Another 2 minutes, guys. It need to understand your language. It need, audio. You ask a question. You sometimes read through video. It need to understand natural language processing, and based on that, it needs to answer. So it has to understand the language, and it need to answer. So that uses a different algorithms, guys. That uses a different algorithms. It is called generative AI algorithms. Hello. So tomorrow we'll be talking about there is a algorithms called RNN, recurrent neural networks, and there is algorithms called transformer. And those are the foundations for this model. Then we talk how the architecture of Gen AI applications and agentic AI applications will be used. Any questions? Any comments? That's all I have for today. We already crossed 11:03. So what we discussed is you understood high level. There's a machine learning. There is a deep learning. Different type of problems or different algorithms are there depending upon the problems you are solving. You'll not be creating these models. Your job is to use these models and build Gen AI applications and agentic AI applications, or support these people. Understand this whole ecosystem with a natural intelligence. Natural intelligence is more powerful, guys. Any questions? Any comments? We're leaving. Comments. Purima, Shiva, Kiran, brother, Nasira.
Yeah, this is great, Srini. This is great. I think we covered a lot of basic concepts. We always say that you need to understand the basic concepts of anything that you want to learn, right? So yeah, this is definitely good.
Nasira, how do you feel?
Yeah, this is great, sir. These are critical basic building blocks, So this is really great. Yeah.
Super. So you can guide the next generation, right, with these basics?
Yeah. Now we understand what happens behind the scenes, right? Yeah.
Do you agree this behind the scene knowledge is important?
Important because these days, yeah, what they're saying, right? I know we are going to use, the existing, Gen agents or what, right? All that. But, down the line, we may have to develop, or we might be developing, some of the basic ones, right? Based on the existing agents or models, right? So these are definitely going to be useful.
Super. So, brother Kiran, how do you feel? Our discussions and the approach.
This is a pretty much very good session to the beginners, I can say.
Exactly.
I'm happy to see some youngsters from India, from different parts of both Telugu states. That's a great thing, but probably it might be very late for them. It is almost 10:30.
Super.
Probably little bit earlier will be beneficial for many of the India folks.
No, don't be too nice, Kiran. 10:30, they will be spending another 2 hours on TikTok and other.
TikTok.
That's
That's
right.
also true.
Don't
That's
be,
also true.
you know. So
Right.
awesome. I think
Yeah.
Kiran is developing a company called Aryabhatta Math Institute. He is want to build these math tuition centers in every village. That is the goal. Awesome. We'll support you. We will disperse. Venkat, Purnima, Lakshmi, Aryan, Shiva. Good. Vijay, any comments before we leave? We'll connect tomorrow, 9:30.
All good, sir. I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, guys. Everyone take care.
Thank you.
Foundation is very important, guys. Otherwise, a lot of confusion. That's why I'm going to basics. Doing part, we can do. That's why we're touching the core. But at the same time, don't get lost. Okay. Have a good day. We'll connect tomorrow, 9:30. Tomorrow, same time.
Perfect. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Thank you.
Everyone enjoy.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.